Just to sort of set the stage for our conversation, Vivian, your company, Juni, had to make some really interesting rapid scaling induced pivots during the first month of COVID. So, our conversation today, the intention is to explore many of the different lessons and insights that you gained from that experience. So, we're really trying to dive into your mindset and how and why you made certain decisions and navigated such a challenging moment for most companies. But really, to begin, we wanted to get into the story. And so, what happened this first month of COVID? Why did you have to pivot focus on something like engineering operations and internal tools? Bring us into the story. What happened?
Yeah, I mean, it was an incredible time. I think it was very bittersweet because obviously, the world was sort of falling apart outside our windows, and at the same time, we just had so many folks coming to us asking for help, getting their kids set up with new programs, all of that good stuff. And a lot of instructors also came to us because their universities had closed down and they were kind of uh, out of a home, trying to move home, and it was a really tough time. For the previous kind of years before that, we had been focused a lot on scaling on the kind of growth and student side. So a lot of our, product work had been around building a code editor for students and all of these kind of tools that were more user facing, external user facing. And then once COVID hit, we kind of had to rethink how we prioritized things because up to that point, the tools that we had worked well enough. And we could kind of patch it by basically doing a little bit more manual typing and clicking and all of that good stuff. And once COVID hit, all those tools kind of didn't scale with how many folks we had coming in, and the matching system that we needed to do between instructors and students just wasn't scaling anymore as well. And so that was one of those pretty critical decisions because bringing in new students was less of the problem, to a certain extent, and the real one was actually serving all of the classes that we needed to do, and that was really tough to do with the tool set that we had at the time. So it was kind of I think, a big priority shift for the team, and pretty easy to identify in a certain way because we actually uh, well, first of all, when your internal stakeholders are some of the ones who are using these tools, those voices can be much more easily heard sometimes than users. And at the same time, too, we were starting to see that we literally couldn't sign up as many people as we wanted to. And so that was kind of the red flag for us that we needed to figure out what the bottleneck was.